Good morning, students. Welcome back to the session. Today we are going to learn Pythagoras theorem. Children, in your previous class you learnt about Pythagoras theorem. That is, the equation that is hypotenuse square equals to sum of the squares of the other two sides. But today we are going to prove this, why hypotenuse square equals to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Now let us take one right angle triangle. Pythagoras theorem 6.7 states that if a perpendicular is drawn from the vertex of a right angle, so ABC is a right angle triangle at B, then if you draw a perpendicular from the vertex, that is from B to the hypotenuse, then the triangles on both sides of the perpendicular, that is ADB and BDC, are similar to each other. Triangle ABD and BDC are similar to each other, and also these triangles similar to the given triangle. Pythagoras theorem 6.7 states that if a perpendicular is drawn from the vertex of the right angle of a right triangle to the hypotenuse, AC is the hypotenuse, then the triangles on both sides of the perpendicular are similar to the whole triangle and to each other. That is, triangle ADB similar to triangle ABC, BDC also similar to ABC, and triangle ADB and CBD also similar to each other. Now we will see how it is similar. Now see here, triangle ABC. Take triangle ABC, A, then so take angle A here and B and C. So in this triangle ABC, and take triangle ADB. 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 So common angle A and D is 90 degrees, so B. Now see, ABC is a given right angle triangle, and draw BD perpendicular to AC, then you will get again two right triangles. In that one of the right triangle, that is BDA. Now see, in these two triangles, angle B is in ABC, angle B is 90, and in ADB, angle D is 90. But angle A is common for both the triangles, right? Therefore, by AA criterion, these two triangles are similar. These two triangles are similar. So, in triangle ABC and triangle BDA, angle B is equal to D, which is 90 degree, and A is the common angle for both the triangles. Common angle. Therefore, AA criterion, triangle CBA similar to triangle BDA. In the same order you have to write. So, triangle CBA similar to BDA. Angle C equals to B, angle B equals to D, and angle A equals to A. So, by AA criterion. So, take as 1. Okay. Now we'll take another triangle, this one. So, triangles again CBA, the whole triangle, and this triangle, right triangle. Now, in these two triangles, see here, angle B 90 degree, and in this BDC angle D is 90 degree. And angle C is common for both the triangles. So, angle C is common for both the triangles. See here, ABC and BDC. For both, the angle C is common. This whole triangle ABC as well as triangle BDC, angle C is common. And for angle ABC, angle B 90 degree, and angle BDC, angle D 90 degree. So that angle B and D 90 degree, angle C are the common angle. Therefore, these two triangles also similar. So, in triangle ABC and BDC, angle B equals to angle D 90 degree and angle C is common angle. So that AA criterion, these two triangles are similar. So triangle CBA similar to angle C is equal to C and B equals to D, then B, CDB. See here, angle C is equal to angle C. Then angle B equals to angle D. Then angle A equals to angle B. So by AA criterion, these two triangles are similar. Take as equation 2. Now, this triangle CBA is similar to triangle BDA. This triangle CBA is also similar to triangle CDB. From 1 and 2, we will come to know that triangle BDA similar to triangle CDB. From 1 and 2, triangle BDA similar to triangle CDB. Yes, therefore these two triangles are similar. This triangle is similar to this as well as triangle ADB. This one here, CBA is similar to BDA. Then triangle CBA similar to CDB, and these two triangles, that is triangle BDA, is similar to CDB. Now, next theorem is Pythagoras theorem 6.8. Pythagoras theorem 6.8, it states that in a right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Now we are going to prove this. How will prove this one? Draw a right angle triangle ABC, which is right angled at B. Okay. Then when B is 90 degree, then AC is the hypotenuse. So you have to prove that AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. To prove this one, you have to construct. Draw BD perpendicular to AC. Draw BD perpendicular to AC. If you draw BD perpendicular to AC, you will get again two right triangles. Okay. So compare these right triangles with the given triangle ABC. Okay. Now, draw BD perpendicular to AC. Now, take this triangle ADB and ABC. Take two triangles ADB and ABC. ADB and triangle ABC. See here, ADB, ADB and triangle ABC, ABC. Now, in these two triangles, angle A is common for both the triangles, and in this triangle D is 90 degree and in ABC B is 90. So that by AA criterion, two angles of one triangle is equal to two angles of the other triangle. So that AA criterion, these two triangles are similar. When these two triangles similar, then their sides are proportional. That is, AD proportional to AB and AB proportional to AC. Any two ratios enough to prove this Pythagoras theorem. So, AD proportional to AB, AB proportional to AC. On cross multiplication, you will get AD into AC equals to AB into AB, which is AB square. Take as equation 1. Now we will take another triangle BDC, and another triangle ABC. So Now BDC and ABC, two triangles you take. In that, angle D is 90 degree and in ABC B is 90 degree. Angle C is common for both the triangles. Angle C is common. So by AA criterion, these two triangles similar. So BDC similar to triangle ABC. When the two triangles similar, once again their corresponding sides are proportional. So that you can write CD by BC equals to BC by AC. CD proportional to BC. Then BC proportional to AC. So on cross multiplication, what will get? CD into AC equals to BC into BC. What is BC into BC? BC square. So take as equation 2. CD into AC equals to BC square, which is equation 2. Now add equation 1 and 2. By adding 1 and 2, by adding equation 1 and 2. Equation 1 is here, equation 2 is here. So AB square, see here, left hand side AD into AC and this left hand side CD into AC equals to AB square plus BC square. Now, in these two terms, AC is common. So, take AC as common. You will get AD plus CD equals to AB square plus BC square. Right? Now, AD plus CD. See here in this figure, AD plus CD is what? Which is AC. So, AC into AC equals to AB square plus BC square because AD plus CD equals to AC. So, AC into AC is what? AC square which equals to AB square plus BC square, which is the required proof. AC square, hypotenuse. So, square of the hypotenuse equals to sum of the squares of the other two sides. So, once again, in a right triangle, if the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Now, see here, ABC right angle triangle. Draw BD perpendicular to AC. You will get again two right triangles, ADB and BDC. These two right triangles are similar to the given triangle. So, you show the similarity between the triangles, that is ADB, BDC with triangle ABC, and find their ratios. Then add two equations. You will get square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Now we are going to discuss converse of Pythagoras theorem. Now this converse of Pythagoras theorem states that in a triangle if square of one side is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides, then you have to prove that the angle is a right angle. In the previous case in Pythagoras theorem, you have proved that in a right angle triangle, the hypotenuse square equals to sum of the squares of the other two sides. But here in converse theorem, the hypotenuse square equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides, then you have to prove that it is a right angle triangle. Now, to prove this one, you have to construct a triangle in which angle Q is 90 degree and AB equals to PQ and BC equals to RQ. So, you have to construct two triangles. one triangle is given triangle ABC. In that it is given that AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. But it is not given that angle B is 90 degree. That you have to prove that angle B equals to 90 degree using the condition AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. To prove this one, we have to construct another triangle PQR where angle Q is 90 degree and PQ is equal to AB and RQ is equal to BC. Okay. Now apply Pythagoras theorem in the constructed triangle, that is PQR, where Q is 90 degree, so that PR square equals to PQ square plus RQ square. Okay. Now since PQ is equal to AB, RQ equals to BC, therefore you will get PR square equals to AB square plus BC square. So why? Because we constructed AB equals to PQ, BC equals to RQ. Therefore PR square equals to AB square plus BC square. Now, it is given that AB square plus BC square is AC square, which is given in the question. The square of the height one side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. That is AC square equals to AB square plus BC square, already given. So that AB square plus BC square you can write as AC square. So PR square equals to AC square. So PR equals to AC. PR is equal to AC. Now, in two triangles ABC and PQR. Now, in triangle ABC and PQR, we constructed AB equals to PQ and BC equals to RQ, and we proved that AC equals to PR. Yes. Therefore, all the three sides are equal. Three sides of one triangle is equal to three sides of the other triangle, so that these two triangles are congruent. So, triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR. Which criteria? This is a congruence condition. SSS congruence condition. These two triangles are congruent. When the two triangles are congruent, then angle B equals to angle Q. Angle Q is 90 degrees, so that angle B is also 90 degree. Therefore, when in a triangle, if square of one side is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides, then the angle opposite the first side is a right angle. So angle B is 90 degree. Okay. For better understanding, now let us start some examples. Okay. Now we will discuss some examples. So in the given figure, ACB is 90 degree. Here figure is given. In that ACB is 90 degree. And you have to prove that BC square by AC square equals to BD by AD. Okay. Now see here. BC square by AC square equal to BD by AD. These are the sides of the triangle ADC, BDC and ABC. Yes. Okay. Now take triangle ADC and ABC. ADC and ABC. In these two triangles, angle A is common and angle D equals to angle C 90 degree. So that these two triangles are similar by AA criterion. So that this angle A is equal to this angle A. So angle A is equal to angle A. And angle C is equal to angle B. Angle C is equal to angle B. And angle D equals to angle C. So that triangle ACD similar to triangle ABC by AA criterion. When the two triangles similar, corresponding sides are proportional. So that AC proportional to AB, AD proportional to AC. Look here, AC proportional to AB. Same order you have to write. Then AD proportional to AC. So on cross multiplying AC into AC, AC square, which is equal to AD into AB. So take as equation 1. Similarly, take another triangle, that is BDC and ABC. Again BDC and ABC, once again angle B is common for both the triangles. Then angle C equals to angle D. Angle C equals to angle D 90 degree. So again AA criterion, these two triangles are similar. That is BCD is similar to triangle BAC. Then angle B is equal to B, angle C equals to A, and angle D equals to C. So these two triangles are similar. Once again they are similar, their sides are proportional. So BC proportional to BA, that is AB. So BC proportional to AB and BD proportional to BC. So on cross multiplying you will get BC square equals to AB into BD. Now go through these two equations. AC square, this is BC square. Here AD into AB, here AB into BD. Now we required BC square by AC square ratio we need. So that take the ratio of these two equations. If you take the ratios, we get here BC square. BC square is what? AB into BD. Then here AC square. AC square is what? AD into AB. So AB is common on both the sides. Therefore, BC square by AC square equals to BD by AD, which is the required proof. Yes? Okay. Now we'll go to second example. Example 2. In the given figure, BAC is 90 degree, AD perpendicular to BC. Prove that AD square equals to BD into CD, and the triangle is given here. So A, B, D, C. So in the figure it is given that BAC means this angle is 90 degree. AD perpendicular BC, so this is also 90. You have to prove AD square equals to BD into CD. Yes? Okay. Now in this equation, what are the sides here? AD given, required, BD and CD required. It means that you have to show the similarity between the triangle ABD and ADC. Then only you will get this relation. Yes? Therefore, you have to take triangle ADB and ADC. Now here angles not given. Only one angle we know, that is angle A of ABC equals to angle D of ADC or ADB. These are 90 degree. Then to identify the angles is a very easy method. See here. Now angle A is 90 degree. 90 degree. So in this, take this angle as theta. BAD take as theta. Then what is DAC? That will be 90 minus theta. Okay. Now in ADB, angle D is 90 and this angle is theta. Then what about this angle? This will be 90 minus theta. Why? Because sum of the angles should be 180 always. If one is theta, then other will be 90 minus theta. Now this is 90 minus theta, then this will be theta. Yes. Therefore, this angle is equal to this angle and this angle will be equal to this angle. Yes. Therefore, in triangle ADB and triangle ADC, triangle ADB and triangle ADC. See here, angle BAD is equal to angle ACD. Both are theta. Then angle ABD equals to angle CAD. And this angle anyhow it is 90 degree. ADB equals to angle ADC, which is 90 degree. So AA criterion, you can say that these two triangles are similar. Which triangles are similar? Angle ADB similar to triangle. Angle A is equal to here C. Triangle C. Then D is equal to D. And angle B is equal to here E. CDA. So ADB similar to triangle CDA. Yes. So when these two triangles similar, that is by AA criterion, then their corresponding sides are proportional. So corresponding sides, that is AD proportional to CD and BD proportional to AD. See here, AD proportional to CD. Then BD proportional to AD. Yes. Now cross multiply. AD into AD equals to BD into CD. So which is AD square equals to BD into CD. Yes. You know already that in trigonometry, if one angle is 90, then here theta, then the other angle is 90, because they are the complementary angles. If one angle is 90, the other two angles are complementary angles. Same thing we are applying here, because this is theta, this will be 90 minus theta. If you take this as theta, then this will be 90 minus theta. You will get the same ratio. It's not necessarily to take theta over here, then this is 90. You can take any. If you take 90 minus theta, then this angle will be theta. Okay. Next example. Example 3. If S is a point on side PQ of triangle PQR such that PS equals to QS equals to RS, then prove that PQ square equals to PR square plus QR square. Now question is given here. If S is a point on side PQ of a triangle PQR, so construct triangle PQR. In that S is a point on the side, so we'll change this point. So S is a point on the side PQ of triangle PQR. S is a point on side PQ of triangle PQR. Join it. Then PS is equal to QS. PS is equal to QS and which is equal to RS. You have to prove that PQ square equals to PR square plus QR square. How will prove this one? Now we know that triangle PSR, these two sides are equal. It means it is isosceles triangle. Yes. So that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Then here angle 3 equals to angle 4. Why? Because this angle is equal to this, because SQ equals to RS. Now use angle sum property. In triangle PQR, angle P, angle Q plus angle R is 180 degree. 180 degree. Yes. So what is angle P? Angle 2. What is angle Q? Angle 4. What is angle R? 1 plus 3. Angle 1 and angle 3 equals to 180 degree. But angle 1 equals to angle 2. Angle 2 is equal to angle 1 and angle 4 is equal to angle 3 because PS equals to SR and SQ equals to SR. So that these two angles equal, these two angles equal. Now angle 2 is equal to angle 1. So 1 plus angle 4 is equal to angle 3. So 2 angles of 1 plus 2 angles of 3 equals to 180 degree. 2 angles of 1 plus 2 angles of 3 equals to 180 degree. That is 2 angles of 1 plus 3 is equal to 180 degree. So that angle 1 plus angle 3 equals to 180 by 2, 90 degree. So angle 1 plus angle 3 is 90 degree. It means that angle R is equal to 90 degree. It is a right angle triangle at R. Right angle triangle at R. Therefore, when R is 90 degree, then which is the hypotenuse? PQ square. Then PQ square equals to PR square plus QR square. So first you have to draw figure PQR triangle where S is a point on PQ. So mark a point S and join with R. Okay. Then apply the given condition PS equals to QS. So this side is equal to this side and this side is equal to this side. So that these two triangles are isosceles triangle. In isosceles triangles, the angles opposite to equal sides also equal. So that angle 1 equals to 2, 3 equals to 4. Now apply angle sum property of a triangle. That is, in triangle PQR, sum of the three angles equals to 180 degree. And in that angle P equals to 2, angle Q equals to 4. Then angle R equals to 1 plus 3 together, angle R. Now angle 2 is equal to 1, angle 4 equals to 3. So you have to replace 2 and 4 by angle 1 and 3. You will get 2 angles of 1 plus 2 angles of 3 equals to 180. So 2 is common. So 2 bracket angle 1 plus 3 equals to 180. So that angle 1 plus angle 3 equals to 180 by 2, 90 degree. So that angle 1 plus 3 is nothing but angle R, which is 90 degree. So the triangle PQR is a right angle triangle at R. So R is 90 degree. Then PQ square, which is the hypotenuse, PQ square equals to PR square plus RQ square. Yes? Okay. Next example, fourth example. Example 4. Find the altitude of a triangle, altitude of an equilateral triangle of side 8 centimeter. Now you have to find the height of this equilateral triangle. So ABC is a equilateral triangle where each side is 8 centimeter given. You have to find height of the triangle, altitude of the triangle. Now you know that this perpendicular bisect the side on the equilateral triangle. If you draw perpendicular, then perpendicular to the opposite side from the any vertex, then this perpendicular bisect the side. Therefore BD equals to CD. But BC is 8 centimeter. Why? Equilateral triangle, each side, all the three sides are equal. So each side is 8 centimeter here. and BD equals to half of BC. So which is half of 8 centimeter. So which is 4 centimeter. So BD is 4 centimeter. And AB is 8 centimeter. Now we'll apply Pythagoras theorem in triangle ADB. In triangle ADB, angle D is 90 degree, so that AB square equals to BD square plus AD square. Pythagoras theorem. So what is AB square? 8 square equals to 4 square plus AD square. 8 square is 64, 4 square is 16 equals to AD square. So 64 minus 16 equals to AD square. Now 14 minus 6 is 8 and here 4. 48 equals to AD square. So AD equals to root of 48. So root of 48 can be written as 16 3 is a 48. So root of 16 is 4 root 3 centimeter. Therefore, the height of the triangle, the altitude of the triangle is 4 root 3 centimeter. In equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal. Then the perpendicular bisect the side, so that the side BC is 8 centimeter, so that BD equals to 8 by 2, which is 4 centimeter. Then apply Pythagoras theorem in triangle ABD. In this triangle ABD, AB is the hypotenuse, so AB square equals to AD square plus BD square. So AB square is 8 square and BD square is 4 square plus AD square. Then 8 square is 64. 4 square is 16, 64 minus 16 is 48, so AD square is 48, take root of 48, you will get AD, which is root of 48. So 48 can be written as 16 3 is a 48, root of 16 is 4, so 4 root 3 centimeter. The next example is fifth one. Example 5. In triangle PQR, PD perpendicular to QR such that D lies on QR, PQ equals to A, PR equals to B, and QD equals to C, DR equals to D. Prove that A plus B into A minus B equals to C plus D into C minus D. So in triangle ABC, PQR. In triangle PQR, PD perpendicular to QR. So PQR, PD perpendicular to QR such that D lies on QR, PQ is A, PR is B, QD is C and DR is D. We have to prove that A plus B into A minus B equals to C plus D into C minus D. Now, so here you have to apply Pythagoras theorem. Obviously this PD perpendicular to DR, so we will apply Pythagoras theorem. Now in triangle PDQ, so PQ square equals to PD square plus QD square. Pythagoras theorem. What is PQ square? A square PD square plus C square. So that A square minus C square equals to PD square. Take as equation 1. Then take another triangle. In triangle PDR, again apply Pythagoras theorem. PR square equals to PD square plus dr square. So PR square is B square, PD square plus D square. So that B square minus D square equals to PD square. So PD is the common side for both the triangles, right? So that from equation 1 and 2, A square minus C square is PD square. And B square minus D square also PD square. From equation 1 and 2, from equations 1 and 2, you get A square minus C square equals to B square minus D square. Yes. Now compare this here. A plus B, A minus B, C plus D, C minus. What we can? We have to modify the equations now. If you take B square this side, what you get? A square minus B square. A square minus B square is what? A plus B into A minus B, right? So that we will shift these terms. A square minus B square, and take this C square to this side. C square minus D square. A square minus B square is A plus B into A minus B. What is C square minus D square? C plus D into C minus D, which is the required proof. See here. So A plus B into A minus B equals to C plus D into C minus D. Only thing we are applying Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So once again I will explain. PD perpendicular to QR and write the given quantities, that is PQ, PR, QD, DR, it is given. Then apply Pythagoras theorem in triangle PDQ and PDR. So in PDQ, PQ square equals to PD square plus QD square. So A square equals to PD square plus C square. Take the C square to left side. Then A square minus C square equals to PD square. Take as equation 1. Then similarly another triangle PDR. PR square equals to PD square plus DR square. So PD square you will get B square minus D square. Then you compare both the equation where the RHS is equal to PD square. So that LHS is also equal. So that A square minus C square equals to B square minus D square. Bring B square to one side and take this C square to the other side. So A square minus B square equals to C square minus D square, which is nothing but the required proof. Now we'll go to the next example, sixth example. Now, here figure is given. Now, next example, sixth example, figure is given. You have to find in the given figure, so this is so in this given figure, PA, QB, RC and SD are perpendiculars on L. So this line is L, perpendiculars on L, and AB is given as 6 centimeter, BC 9 centimeter, CD 12 centimeter, SP 36 centimeter. Find PQ, QR and RS. PQ, QR and RS. How will find these sides PQ, QR and RS? Now, you know that these are the perpendiculars. It is given. So PA perpendicular to L, QB perpendicular to L, RC perpendicular to L, ST also perpendicular to L. It means that all these lines are parallel to one another. All these are perpendiculars. It means that AP parallel to BQ, parallel to CR, parallel to DS. All the lines are parallel. Then you know that in BPT we learned that when the lines are parallel, then their corresponding sides are proportional. Yes or no? So same way, here these are parallel, so that AB is to BC is to CD is equal to PQ is to QR is to RS by BPT, basic proportionality theorem. Okay. Now let PQ as X. Take this as X. Take PQ as X. And AB is given as 6 cm, BC 9 cm, CD 12 cm, and SP. So SP, this length is 36 cm. Now PQ is X. Now I will apply BPT. So PQ by AB equals to QS by BD. Okay. Now see here. What is PQ? PQ has taken as X. What is AB? 6. Then what is QS? PS. QS is PS minus PQ divided by BD. BD is what? BC plus CD. So X by 6. What is PS? PS is given as 36. 36 minus X by BC is 9, CD is 12. So 12 plus 9 is 21. So X by 6 equals to 36 minus X by 21. So cross multiply. You will get 21. X equals to 6 into 36 minus X. Now we will simplify. See here. So 21x minus here 6x is taken in this side. 6x equals to 36 into 6. So 27x equals to 36 into 6. So x equals to 36 into 6 by 27. 3 2s are 3 9s are 3 3s are 3 12s are. So 3 4s are. So x equals to 8 centimeter. So PQ is 8 centimeter. Therefore PQ is 8 centimeter. When PQ is 8 centimeter, then you can find out QR also. So that PQ by AB, PQ by QR equals to AB by BC. PQ by QR equals to AB by BC. Here also you can write PQ by QS also you can write. Cross multiplying you will get the same thing. So that PQ by QR equals to AB by BC. PQ is given as PQ we got 8 centimeter and QR we have to find out, and AB is 6 and BC is 9. So simplify. QR equals to 8 into 9 by 6. 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, 2 1s are 2 4s are. So QR equals to 12 centimeter. QR is 12 centimeter. Similarly, apply another two ratios. You will get RS. That is QR by RS equals to BC by CD. So QR what we got here? 12 by RS equals to 9 by 12. So RS equals to 12 into 12 by 9. 3 4s are 12, 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are. So RS equals to 12 centimeter. So therefore PQ is 8 centimeter, QR is 12 centimeter, and RS is 16 centimeter. You can cross check these answers here. 12 plus 8, 20, 20 plus 16, 36 here. SP is 36. So, like this we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So, here we used basic proportionality theorem. So, using this also we can find the sides. Okay. So, here we completed this chapter, that's the Pythagoras theorem. In the next class, few more examples I am going to solve related to Pythagoras theorem. Okay. Today we learned Pythagoras theorem. The first theorem 6.7 states that in a right angle triangle, if you draw perpendicular from the vertex to the opposite side, that is in a right angle, if you draw a perpendicular from the right angled vertex to the opposite side, then the triangles on both sides of the triangle are similar to each other, similar to the given triangle also. Then we learned Pythagoras theorem, the actual theorem, that is in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. And its converse, that is converse of Pythagoras theorem. When the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides, then it is a right angle triangle. So all these three theorems we learned today, and its application part, some examples we discussed also. So in the next class, I am going to discuss few more examples related to Pythagoras theorem. Thank you, students.